Hi everybody. I realize that making soup is in no way related to baking, but an element of what I want my site and my channel to be about is the things that we grow. I'm using the pumpkin that we harvested last week. It's a Jamaican scotch bonnet soup. So not only am I using scotch bonnets that we grew, I'm also using pumpkin that we grew, and I'm also using garlic that we grew. So it's kind of a triple whammy. It's exciting. It's exciting. There's something very satisfying about growing something and then being able to eat it. What I have here, I've melted 2 tablespoons of butter. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Got it on a medium heat here. And I am just going to add all of the fresh ingredients here. So I've got 2 scallions, 2 large shallots, 2 stalks of celery, and I've got 1 carrot. I'm just going to add all of that, and I'm just going to give it a stir. What we're wanting to do here is we're just wanting to cook it for about 5 minutes. We don't want to brown it. We just want to cook it. Once they've softened up a little bit, then we'll do the next step. Oh, I just remembered I need to put the garlic in there as well. There. So it calls for 2 large cloves of garlic. I'm amping it up a little bit. I love garlic and it's so good for you. Cold season is upon us and we are in a pandemic, so you know, whatever we can do to arm ourselves with good health is probably a good thing right now. Okay, I'm just going to give that a stir. I think I'm going to turn the heat up just a tiny little bit and give it another 2 or 3 minutes. And this is my favorite soup pot. It is my Le Creuset Dutch oven and I use it so much. I've gotten more than my money's worth for this guy. I have a lot of Le Creuset in my kitchen. I just think it's the best in terms of quality, and like they have, my only complaint, I was about to say they have such good weight, but they're so heavy sometimes that like with my little saucepans or my frying pan, my arm, I don't have the strength. It's kind of sad really. I should probably do some working out, but I don't have the strength sometimes to like use one arm or one hand to pour something, and so it can be a bit challenging, but that's when cooking with a friend comes in, that you can, you know, get somebody to help you out. It's starting to get a little bit golden and a little bit soft. I can tell that the veggies are kind of softening up just a little bit. It smells really good. Shallots smell great. And the garlic, you don't want to burn the garlic. That is a really important thing as well. I feel like I'm ready to add the rest of the ingredients here. I'm going to add my 4 cups of chicken stock. You can use any kind of chicken stock here. You can use homemade real chicken stock. Use better than what's it called? Better than bouillon. That's my favorite for when I'm not using my own homemade. And I'm just going to mix that up. I'm going to add my 4 cups of chopped up pumpkin. It calls for 3 sprigs of fresh thyme. I actually picked some thyme from Brad's garden the other day. I'm just gonna throw those in there. It does call for 2 bay leaves, and I thought I had bay leaves, but I must have run out because no bay leaves to be found in my spice cabinet. And now what I need to add is the scotch bonnet. I can handle this because I'm not cutting it up. I'm just gonna pop its lid off. I'm just going to puncture it here and there, being careful not to get any juice or anything on my hands. It's a little bit scary. And just pop that in there. I'm now going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice. I'm just going to turn the heat right up and bring this to a boil. So the soup has come to a boil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it to a simmer, and I'm going to cover it and cook it for about 45 minutes. The flavors are all going to sort of, you know, mix and mingle in there and get really nice and married. I will be back for the next step. This soup is pretty much done. The pumpkin is fork tender. It's cooked through. So I'm going to put everything in the blender and I'm just going to puree it, and then I'm going to put it back in the pot and do the next step. So many beautiful colors in this soup. I don't know about you guys, but fall is my favorite. I love sweaters, I love soup, I love being cozy. I'm gonna take it over here to blend it. You'll hear it, you won't see it because it's boring. Ta-da! I'm just pouring that right back into the pot. The last step of this soup is to add a can of coconut milk and the juice of a lime. Smells fresh and exciting. Coconut milk incoming. All right, so now I need to bring this to a boil again. I'm gonna let it just simmer for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna add a hefty pinch of salt. My favorite is Malden salt. It's a flaked sea salt. It's delectable. And some black pepper. I would say I can't wait to taste it, but I've already tasted it. So this would be wonderful with just a little sprig of thyme on top, just to garnish it. Also do like a little dollop of yogurt on top to make it a little bit creamier. It's just a great soup for fall. Like if it's a cold, rainy night and you come home from work and you're just feeling sort of like not cooking, having some great soup in the freezer that you can just pull out and thaw, this is awesome. If you want to try this recipe, I'm going to put it on the website. Let me know if you try it, and you can tweak it a little bit too. You can totally make it to your own taste. So do let me know if you try this recipe. Cheers!